you like this sort of content, please feel free to comment. Tell me what you think about this mud test. How can we make it better? How might we be able to make this not fail in the mud? Aside from, of course, not putting it in the mud in the first place. We get that. Definitely like the video and subscribe. That goes a long way to helping me out and keeping me inspired to continue making more videos like this. Hi, this is Will with Peace Loving Guns. We're out here at Gray Fox Ranch today, and we're going to do a mud test on the FNS striker fired pistol in 9mm because I couldn't find a video online of anybody doing this. I can't think why nobody would want to. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Yeah, the ones that I found, they don't really show someone glopping mud onto them. So I'm going to do this in the spirit of InRange TV's mud test and completely coat this thing in mud. I am going to take one safety precaution. We're testing this gun's ability to function with mud all over it. We're going to start with a round chambered, and we're going to have a little homemade barrel plug on the inside of the barrel because we know that that will probably destroy the gun if we get mud down in the barrel and block that off. So we're going to have this, and we're just going to pull it off.
Your magazine in or out?
Magazine's out. I'll be able to chamber it now. We're going to go ahead and load her up. Got one in the pipe. Safety's on. And this is how the weapon would be in this condition if it ever got mud on it. So we're going to go ahead and put the mud on it. I'm going to leave the safety on. And we got some nice Texas clay mud here. And, oh man, this is almost painful to do. I'm just going to... You can see I got a little bit of biological matter in there, some pine needles and stuff.
Some tadpoles.
Tadpoles. And what do you think? That's about good, huh? Might as well get a little bit on the bottom of the magazine well. Get some on the front. And just want to cover our bases, you know? Alright, so give it a good shake. Just get all the big stuff off, and let's do this. Alright, mud test with the FNS 9mm. Where'd my steel targets go?
One's laying down, one's under cover.
Alright, we're just going to shoot at that tree over there. Alright, I got 2 shots off. And my slide is now failing to go into battery on that round. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of remedial action with just a little bit of a bump. Alright, we seem to be in battery. The trigger is really gritty right now.
Why do you think that is?
I couldn't guess. Alright, so I did get a strike. I heard mud slapping on the inside, so we probably got some mud in the internals here. And we're going to go ahead and just rack that slide and see if I can get a fresh round in there. Nope, and we got a pretty hard jam. Alright, so I'm going to drop magazine. Got mud all over magazine now. Oh, that's no good. We got nothing. We are locked up here. Alright, I'm going to do a little remedial action, keep this pointed in a safe direction. I'm going to stroke it on my boot here. And I ain't got anything with that mud. It's a finer point here. The Novak sights don't give me a whole lot to rack on. So that might be something you consider. Maybe when you want to swap your pistol out. The FN 509 that they just came out with, which is kind of the modified or the updated version of this, they actually went and put some nice right angle sights on there, so you don't really have that problem. So let me see if I can get this to bang free. See if I can rack that out of battery. And I ain't getting anything. All right, this goose is cooked. 2 shots with the FNS 9mm, and then we had a failure to go into battery, and we've got mud on the internals, and it's not working. We got one, that 3rd round trigger clicked, and no bang. All right, so we saw the failure of the FNS 9 after 2 rounds, and then the 3rd round failed to go, and we got a hard jam. We can't get the action back, so we're going to do some remedial action on it. We're just going to pour some water on it. Every soldier's got a canteen. There's a water hose at every house that you would do a SWAT insertion at. So we're just going to see if a gallon of water will get this thing working again. All right. Nothing with that much water. All right. Pour some more in. Get this.
Should I turn it? Pouring it down the mag well?
You might be right on that.
There you go.
All right. Ow! Ow! I can edit that out.
Magic of editing.
Yeah.
Use of the word.
I tend to use a crow cawing. Yeah, I hit my fingernails on that. Hurt like a bitch. Or maybe I just said bitch. Alright, so we've used about half a gallon of water so far. And this gun is not coming undone. I think what we've got is probably mud on the breech face or inside the locking lugs extractor or something. There might be a tadpole blocking something up in there. So.
Don't say it though, Peter might get mad.
Yeah, that's true.
Tadpoles are people too.
All right.
Every animal wants to live. Where do you draw the line? Where do you want to? Yeah, I want more. Like the one where it was like,
Ideas?
What do we have that's hardened plastic that we can smack the muzzle with?
Well, there's a tree right there, and that's hardened wood.
All right, let's go ahead and go to the tree. All right, let's pour a little bit more water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, try not to hit the front side with it. You'll rip that side off.
Yeah, this is good and seized. So I don't recommend doing this with your pistol.
Can you flip the takedown lever and knock the slide off the front?
No, the takedown lever, the slide has to be back.
Oh, okay.
Gotta water my gun. Finer points. Smacking the shovel down on top of the mud is probably a contributing factor to how bad this is failing, because it probably drove some of that into some of the ingress points that may otherwise be more or less sealed. So we have the FNS 9mm here again. We just witnessed the complete failure, almost complete failure of the mud test, which shut the gun down for a good 30 minutes to an hour. No, but probably like 5 minutes. A good hard remediation and troubleshooting with the best, brightest minds in here in Texas. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a little bit of a easier mud test on this. I'm just gonna kind of reenact or do an impression of a fall. What we're gonna do is just do a little bit of run and gun. I'm gonna be offhand, and I'm gonna slap it down in the mud, pick myself up, and then see if we can get any rounds off. Going hot. All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
Oh no! Oh. All right, it's got a round in the chamber, and I see steel targets back there. I can't see anything. All right, looks like we got it in battery. The trigger feels like it may not have reset though. Trigger does not seem to have reset. Trigger has not reset on that shot either, and we have a failure to go into battery. Some remedial action, which may or may not cause our problem to get worse. Nope. Was that one shot or two shots? FNS, 2-shot gun in the mud. It doesn't take a whole lot to get this thing to stop running, apparently. And once again, she's locked up tight, tighter than a young German lady. We just beat the slide off of this with the Glock trenching tool, and what you can see is that we actually have plant matter in there. So maybe if we had a nice, more pure mud, the test would have gone differently.
Oh, you want to take it to the spa?
But this is reality. This is what happens. You get pine needles down here in East Texas, and you're bound to end up with pine needles inside your action if you get mud in it. So that's gonna stop you up like 3 pounds of cheese. You know?
Military grade cheese, or?
Oh yeah, government cheese, man.
Maybe it's a young German cheese.
Ah, nice. Guten cheese.
Alright, where's your one shot at?
Just fucking...
Yeah, I need to have this gun operable so that if I get into a firefight on the way home, if I don't fall in mud, I'll be able to maybe do something.
You can throw it at him.
Yeah. If it's not too slick. So, that's the FNS mud test round 2. I don't know how much more favorable we can make this mud test for this gun. I've tried to represent it well. I like my gun a lot. I've probably got a couple thousand rounds through it at this point. Yeah, just slapping it down in the mud, you know, with the breech side, that causes her to lock up and put you out of the fight. So, this is Will with Peace, Love, and Guns saying, don't do this to your gun. And if it happens, you better have a gallon of water to rinse it out and a couple of nylon hammers to knock the slide back, or a Glock trenching tool. And keep it real. All right. So here's the FNS 9. We were able to successfully fire 2 rounds out of it. The third one, we had a failure to strike the primer. We lost that round in the grass here somewhere. And then it took a lot of beating, a lot of rinsing, and then some subsequent spraying of 1-shot lubricant into it. Is what we used. Probably could have used anything, but we're just gonna fire these 15 rounds here if it'll let us. How can we do this in the most style to redeem the gun?
Rapid fire.
Okay, so there you have it. With lots and lots and lots of remedial action, you can get your FNS 9mm to start shooting after, you know, being dunked in mud and having it smacked on with a shovel. Thanks for watching Peace, Thanks for watching Peace, Love, and Guns. Definitely comment, like, and subscribe.